What's up, folks? This is Ryan with Axistence Athletics, and today I'm going to show you how to get a stronger bench press, possibly overhead press, by using an assistance exercise known as the JM press. So the JM press was named after J.M. Blakely. He named it, he coined it. It is not necessarily a beginner exercise, but beginners can do it if done smartly. So when J.M. Blakely created this exercise, he was already well into his bench pressing career. He talks about it, he's got some videos out there on the internet where he talks about how much tendon strength he had at the time. Possibly, he might have had the strongest elbows in the world at that time, all right? He's already a high-level bench presser. He had developed a lot of tendon strength. So one thing we know about tendons and joints is that when we put pressure on these areas, they get stronger. So when most people complain about certain exercises, when they complain about the JM press, they're usually saying, hey, this doesn't feel great on my elbow. So a couple options there. We can either do something else or dial back the weight until you feel it specifically in the tricep and not necessarily the elbow. The elbow is the main joint working. So the JM press is kind of a hybrid of a close grip bench press and a skull crusher. All right, so a close grip bench press, we're hitting the triceps, but we're still hitting a decent amount of the chest, and we're using the shoulder. For a skull crusher, we're coming all the way back down, getting that full tricep extension. For the JM press, we're coming back down, the elbows stay high, but we're only going to about the chin. I'm gonna demonstrate this in a bridged floor press position. So once I'm down, I'm gonna pop it up, and ideally I want my grip somewhere about 15 to 18 inches. And from this position, I'm gonna keep my elbows in close, all right, maybe about 45 degrees out. Keep the elbows high and bring it down to about my chin, and then push out. Bring it down to about the chin, push out. So it's not pushing straight up and down. This involves too much shoulder, and it's not the full skull crusher, all right? Elbows start to point out, comes down. What's nice about this is you can perform this in a group environment. You don't necessarily need a spotter. You can do it in the bridged floor press position. However, you're probably gonna have to use a very small amount of weight when you first get started. So when you're first starting with this, you might just wanna start with the bar, all right? If the bar is too much, dial it back, figure it out. This is 45 pounds. This is a newer exercise to me, and I realize it's probably my triceps are probably a limiting factor here, as well as my tendon strength in the joint. So if we could hammer anything home, it's to start slowly on these and make sure that you feel this in the tricep. Make sure that it's not inflaming the joint, all right? It's a very safe exercise if performed smartly. Thanks for watching.